was going to go off early then like bloody Manly did, but why not keep it on time? It is 4 o'clock. It is Sunday the 19th of July. Welcome to the Sunday Sesh Podcast. Who's already into me? Fosball is cooked and another Queensland team gets your Sea Eagles. Your Queensland, Daz? Daz is straight into the chat. Didn't even let me get through the hellos. It is Sunday the 19th of July. Welcome to the Sunday Sesh Podcast where we talk sports. We do a lot of shit talk mixed with some sobriety, doing it sober. And I can tell you it is very, very, very hard to be a sober Manly supporter. After what we've just witnessed, what we've witnessed for the last month, it is very hard to be a bloke who can't have a friggin' drink while we're watching Fosball literally go down the gurgler. The boys are already going off in the chat. Hello, Steve Leary. Cold beer, check. Some jerky, check. Pistachios, check. Talking shit with the boys while watching footy. Priceless. Let's go. Brought to you as always by Hopper, drinkhopper.com.au/the Sunday Sesh for 15% off your non-alcoholic fermented sparkling waters with all the good stuff in them. If you're after golf gear or if you're after golf gloves, get to dbggloves.com to a level gloves at a fraction of the price. And I can finally say it for a first time in a long time, the Sunday Sesh Podcast brought to you by Jerky G. Gibbs has finally stumped up some jerky. It's absolutely beautiful stuff. He just doesn't make enough of it. Brought to you by Jerky G. We're going to smash in some of that today. Rudy, Stormy's in the group. Unbelievable. Say hello, Stormy. Rudy, we've got a rule on this podcast that if you got to introduce yourself and who you go for. This is Josh, boys. Daz, Steve, Josh. Who do you go for, Rudy? While Rudy introduces himself, gets to lay the land, what are we going through today? I'm going to save everyone a shitload of money and tell you to avoid watching the worst possible movie ever made. We're going to talk some golf. Rory McIlroy is a fucking bitch and he's proven it again. We'll talk my golf, which I'm a fucking bitch and I've proven it again. Rocking the Sunday Slice of Green today though, check that out. Bit of Sunday Slice of Green. Prototype polo top, not happy with it. Very happy with the colour. I think the colour scheme's going to work. Shout out to Hopper again. Coming through the merch this week, Hopper. Scored a beanie, scored a schooner glass. Interesting take, giving schooner glasses to people who don't drink. Stormy Reed, his real name's Josh. Well, Reedy, you got Leary here, who's a diehard Knights supporter, and Darren, who apparently owns the Cowboys. No one else's, just his Cowboys. So, up the wires, Reedy. We will go through. Book of Feuds is back. Got the shits as usual. We'll wrap all the round 20 NRL games if we absolutely have to. What a fucking shit show that just was. We'll preview all next week's games. The chat is live as always. No holds barred. Absolutely rip in. Carlsberg's nearly let me get through the intro without talking about his Cowboys. We're watching the Finns and the Cows live. Other rule of the podcast, Rudy, we've got to pick the score. I'm going to go Finns 26, Cowboys 19. 26-19, there you go. I reckon the Cowboys do something stupid before halftime, kick a field goal, they get complacent, Finns win. 26-19 to the Finns. Anybody else? Jerky, good. Jim Jones is here. Hello, Jim. Another Wires fan. Cowboys 70-0. You're an idiot, Daz. Love the passion. 36-30. Yeah, I feel you, Rudy. I was going to do that, but that was too easy to pick. Every time I've thought it's going to be a try fest, I've gone, it's been a low score. Not that 26-19 is low scoring. What would you give me on a field goal before half time? Oh, hurry back, Daz. We can't do the show without you. How are you, Jim Jones? Wires up and about again. Just. Wires up and about again. Both of you Wires boys. Jimmy meets Stormy. Stormy's another Wires supporter. Going well the Wires, but only just got over the Dragons. Why we got trumpets for the Finns? What have I missed? I'm going to turn this up. What have I missed? They're a bit red hot, the Finns, coming out to all this shit, having lost 66-0 last week. You get pumped by 66, you're just walking out with your head down, aren't you? Thoughts on the Manly Titans game? Oh, Jack Coulter's in the chat too. Hey, good of all you fuckwits to join today after what we just witnessed. Good on you. Thanks, boys. All these fucking heroes finally joined the podcast. They've seen me golf score, they've seen Manly lose, and they've got in and said, yeah, righto, we're into Cam today. Hey, Coulter, rules are, if you're going to jump in, you have to say who you go for. And you have to pick the score. So what's the score in this one, and who do you support? Tell all the viewers at home, Jack, who you support. This will go down like a fucking lead balloon. Leary, ask Coulter who he supports. Fuck you. I fucking put yous in the grand final last week, cunt. Yeah, fucking frauds, Leary. He's a fraud boy. Fucking fraud boy. Leary's die-hard Knights, Coulter, so you got one over him. I picked the Sharks, though, so ball's up to me. All right, well, yes, Coulter, you won't be here to fucking hear me talk about Manly anyway, so tough shit. All right, let's get the week started. First things first, I'm doing a new segment. It's called What the Fuck Was That? Do you like the name? Unlucky, mate. Maybe get someone else kicking conversions next week. Fuck, the boys are into it. All right, new segment. It's called What the Fuck Was That? Took me a long time to think of the name. And you know when I thought of it? I thought of it as I was walking out of the fucking cinema on Friday night, halfway through a movie. Never done it before in my life. Took Mrs. Sunday Sesh on a date. We don't get many date nights. Me and Mrs. Sunday Sesh, but Mama Sesh decided to take the kids for us for the night. I said we haven't been to the movies for a while. Let's go to a fucking movie. I saw a TV ad for this thing that looked right up me and Mrs. Sesh's alley. When you see Vikings and shit storming beaches and a little bit of sci-fi, that's usually our gear. So we went and saw The Odyssey. Can tell you right fucking now, do not spend a single dollar watching The Odyssey. That is the worst movie ever fucking made, without a doubt, without comparison. What a disgusting display. What a disgusting way to spend about $150. And I get out of it. So people heard that we were going. And I said, I've heard good things. Going to be good. What the fuck are people watching? What the fuck are people actually watching? Then I come out and hear that all the IMAXs are sold out for the next 4 weeks to watch this movie. I can tell you, anyone who's booked to go and see it, you've 100% done your cash. 100% done your cash. We're sitting there, we're in the IMAX, we've got the seat reclined. Listen, it's a 3-hour long movie, 2 hours and 52 minutes. So you expect it to take a little while to get going. And hang on a second. What about 53-game winning streak for ABs at Eden Park? Hey, Jim Jones, this is not a rugby union friendly fucking podcast. Get that shit out of my chat. You weren't on the first one, so I'll let you off the hook. We don't do soccer. We don't do AFL. And we sure as shit don't do rugby union. Although, can you send some of your penalty goal kickers, because that's all you do, can you send some goal kickers to the NRL? Because, fuck, we've forgotten how to kick goals. Jesus, interrupted me new segment with rugby union. That's first warning, Jones. First warning. So anyway, me and Mrs. Sesh, we can't pick blinds together because we disagree on fucking everything. One thing we usually agree on, though, is movies. And this thing's taken a little while to get going. It's doing nothing for me. I'm getting itchy. I'm looking at the clock. I'm going, fuck, we've still got 2 hours. This is after 20 minutes. We've still got 2 hours and fucking 30 minutes to go of this shit. Wonder how she's feeling. I look over. She looks like she's watching. I'm like, okay, I'll bite my tongue. I'll bite my tongue for a bit. keeps going, still makes no fucking sense. Bunch of absolute garbage going on. It's a 4-hour flashback. It's a 4-hour flashback, this movie. Matt Damon's done himself no favours whatsoever. Love that bloke as an actor. What's he done? What's he done to himself? Anyway, so about the 45-minute mark, 50-minute mark, I look over at Mrs. Sesh. I look down at me watch. She looks at me knowingly. I go, there's still 2 hours left. Her heart sank. My heart got excited because I went, she's out. We're going to be able to get out of here. Anyway, for some stupid reason, we both gutsed it out for about another 30 minutes. And we looked at each other, one tap on the knee, and up we get stormed out. At exactly the same time, another bloke stormed out. Cowboys are in. Fuck. Daz's Cowboys are in. Yeah, thank you, Jim. I'm watching, mate. Tommy Deardenbach. So the new segment, What the Fuck Was That, was exactly what we said to each other when we walked out of the movies. We took one loving look at each other and both said in unison, what the fuck was that? And here's the thing, movies aren't cheap anymore. The movies aren't cheap anymore. I don't know what we spent on tickets. I know we tried to, we smashed a couple of kebabs before we went in, a couple of doner kebabs, $40 for 2 fucking kebabs. Now that wasn't at the movies, that was from Alibaba out in the food court. And then Mrs. Sesh had gone all out, and with the tickets we'd got 2 medium popcorns, a couple of drinks and choc tops. So we can go from the worst movie ever made, don't do it. When we walked out, about the time they landed on their 3rd island, so these idiots, no GPS back then, they go to war for fucking 20 years. They sit on the beach one day and go, fuck, we've been here for 20 years, reckon we should go home? They go, yeah, let's go home. Good fucking call. No maps, no GPS, no Waze back then. They got no fucking idea where they're going, so they just land on different islands. And every island has something more stupid than the next on it to kill them. The first island has a fucking 100-foot nymph naked dude with one eye in his forehead who just eats humans. That's the first one. The second island they land on has giants in shiny silver armour. They don't even make it past the beach. They get fucked up. And every island they go to, they get fucked up. People die. They get back on the boats with more people than they started with. More people than they started with. How can half of you fucking die and then you end up with more people? It was doing my head in. And then you know what the fucking killer was? The third island they go to, oh, by the way, spoiler alert, spoilers. The third island they go to, the crew that keeps multiplying, even though they keep dying, says to the captain, Matt Damon, they say, you keep taking us to shit islands. We're not following you anymore. You wait here. We'll go and search this island. This island, they just find a little old lady in a fucking cabin. Little old lady in a cabin feeds them stew and then turns them into pigs. Turns 12 fucking warriors into pigs. Something's in the stew. Something's in the stew that turns them into fucking pigs. And that was enough for me. She pats him on the head, turned into pigs. Matt Damon comes to the rescue. He's about to eat the stew. A pig headbutts him. He goes, can you please turn my men back into men? She does. End of fucking story. They jump back in their boats with more of them again. I don't know how much of the fucking Sesh splurge fund got spent on that fucking date night, but worst hour and a half of my life. Oh, it's a beautiful Sunday, is it, Hamish? Thank you. You've fucking... Hey, Hamish, I don't know, mate, you've missed it all. We're just saying what a good movie The Odyssey is. I think you should mortgage your house, take all your kids, take your family. Great movie. Go and watch the whole fucking thing. You deserve it, brother. You deserve it. So anyway, now, the movie, bad enough. Fucking Spartan warriors getting turned into pigs by some little old bitch on an island. That'll do me. That's what we've come to now. And it's booked out for months. It's absolutely booked out for months. That'll do me. While we're in there, and we've paid for our fucking tickets and our medium popcorn and our drinks and your choice between a box of Maltesers or Choc Tops. Now, you're going to the fucking movies, you're getting a Choc Top, aren't you? You're 100% going Choc Top. Now they've got 3 different flavoured Choc Tops. Back in my day, back when I was a kid, it was just fucking a Choc Top. That's all you had. This may as well be a movie review podcast now that Fosball is gone, never to return. Hamish, we're going to get there, mate. We're going to get there. So anyway, we get our Choc Tops. Now, everyone, Leary, you're as old as me. I don't know how old Hamish is. He's not real bright. Maybe he's getting on in age. And Coulter's too young. He wouldn't even know. He's probably never been to the movies, Coulter. He grew up on an iPad. But Choc Tops used to be these big, fat, round base things with a big dome of fucking chocolate on top with ice cream in the middle, yeah? Yeah? We get our Choc Tops, big packet. I wish I had if I was more prepared, I got a photo. I was going to put a photo up on the screen. Big-ass packet, so you think you're getting a Choc Top. Book of Feuds this week. They've killed fucking Choc Tops. The thing was as big as a lollipop. We've paid $974 to watch the worst movie God ever made, and they've shrunk Choc Tops. You still get the good ones over in NZ, Jimbo? Fuck me. It was the size of a normal ice cream cone. What is that? Has the economy got so bad? Do we need to snip Choc Tops now? There wasn't enough fucking there's not enough margin in Choc Tops anymore. We've shrunk them half the size. So I'm feuding this week with the movies in general. It was a horrible experience. Horrible experience. You had to line up for fucking half an hour even though we had tickets. You had to pay $983 to watch the worst movie ever made, and they've fucking shrunk Choc Tops. Say that 5 times fast. What are you supposed to do with that? Hamish is a Paris supporter. Carlsberg, if you weren't so interested, if you were more busy listening during this thing instead of talking, you'd know what everyone's football team was. Although he only pops in for fucking 5 seconds a couple of times a year, Hamish, usually when Para are going okay. So that's why we never see him. So I'm feuding with the movies. I'm feuding with them snipping Choc Tops. I'm feuding with anyone who tells me that's a good movie. Anyone who goes and watches The Odyssey and comes out tells me it's a good movie, might as well be a referee. You need your fucking head read. Go and be a parking inspector. You're a moron. What a shit movie. Could be busy next week. My Cowboys. Here we go. Anyone seen any good movies lately? Coulter probably still not here, but Coulter was telling everyone to watch Hawk on Netflix. What's Hawk about? Anyone seen that? Should have seen to it. You know what we should have seen? Fucking Jackass is back out again. Jackass is back out. They're doing another Jackass. We should have gone and watched that. It would have been over in an hour. We still would have walked out saying, what the fuck was that? But at least we would have been able to watch the whole thing. Yeah, John Wick was good. I'll tell you what we need to do, and anyone who says no is a peasant. Everyone needs a Jurassic Park marathon after Sam Neill died. Rest in peace, Sam Neill. What an actor. How good was he in Jurassic Park? No, we don't do government. We've only done one. We've done one show ever, Hamish, where I mentioned the government. That's it. We're not a political show. I have me rant. Go back and watch it. And I imagine shrinkage is a huge problem for you. Oh, cows are in again. Daz's Cowboys. Thank you, Jim. Hey, Jimbo, I played golf with a bloke once. Dan. Rudy, are you still there? Tell me if Stormy Reed's still in the chat. I played golf with a guy once called Dan Harrison. He'll go by. We won't mention his real name. And what Dan's famous for doing is stating the fucking obvious, Jim. So what he'd do is you'd hit a ball near a tree. He'd go, your ball's near the tree. And it was flogging down rain the day that we played, and he'd tell you every 5 seconds that it was wet. We're watching the football, Jim. I know the Cowboys are in again. It's the whole point of the show. The footy's on. We've literally got a scoreboard, mate. Only joking, Jimmy. Love you. Captain Obvious. Thanks. All right, we've got a nickname for Jimbo, Captain Obvious. I don't think Rudy's still in the chat. Hey, Cowboys are in. We've literally got a scoreboard, Jim. No one can goal kick anymore. The whole world's forgotten how to goal kick. Gibbsy's jerky's good, I can tell you. Oh, it's Spice Boy's back. Spice Daz, Angry Spice. He's back. Cowboys are looking good, Daz. I don't know about anyone else in the chat, Jimmy, but you could literally come at me all day about rugby union stuff. I'd have no clue. I stopped watching that 15 years ago. The minute they changed, made it so technical that all anyone did was kick penalty goals, I was off the rah-rah for good. Wouldn't even know if a Bledisloe... How sad is it you wouldn't even know if a Bledisloe's on anymore? The whole country used to get into that shit. You wouldn't even know. I haven't had Sesh Jr. here for a while. He was meant to be here this weekend. I don't know where he is. Probably asleep still. Oh, that's got to hurt. That's got to hurt. All right, golf chat. A bit of golf chat. Brought to you by DBG Gloves. All the slices are rocking the DBGs now. I finally got the welcome packs out. Still a few to go. If there's boys still missing them, don't worry, they're in the post. They're coming. Tour level gloves at a fraction of the price of DBGs. Did see someone, I don't know if I said it on the podcast last week, though. I found someone who could burn through one in 3 holes. Blake Carter. Clearly got a problem with his grip. I've never seen a bloke burn through a glove in 3 holes. Blake Carter did. He's got the big farmer boy, Carter. British Open's on. British Open's on, and not a fan of it. I've said it 1,000 times. Love golf, obviously love playing it. Will watch it. Will not lose sleep to watch it. But, actually, that's another story. We can all tie it in. We can tie the whole lot in. British Open's been on at normal time, so you'll be able to catch a bit before you go to bed. How come there's 4 watching and only 1 like? I don't know, Hamish. They do it every week. They come in, they watch, they take everything they got from me, then they don't even like, comment, they don't share, they don't do anything. I'll tell you what you can do. If anyone, can someone jump on, I reckon both Instagram and TikTok have shadow banned me. I don't know what happened there, but the last 3 videos I've put up on both TikTok, I've had 1 view. Oh, on YouTube. YouTube's fucking shadow banned me as well. My last 3 videos on YouTube have had 1 viewer. Not the live ones, just the other garbage I put up, maybe because it's garbage. But if you could like, comment, share, that'd be great. Give back to the sesh that gives so much to you. Anyway, British Open's on. It's on at a normal time, so I've been watching a bit. Lucas Herbert, great Aussie golfer, Lucas Herbert, household name, Lucas Herbert. Breaks course record. 600 was winning after round 2. But you know what happened? And I'm an absolute star on YouTube, bro. I'm a star, brother. I think my last video got 1 view. 1 view. So I'm shadow banned. What they do when you've done something they don't like is they don't always tell you. They'll ban you. I've been suspended a couple of times. They'll suspend you, but if it's touch and go, if they're not real sure and they're sending it up to the bunker, they'll just shadow ban you, and you know, because no one sees your shit. TikTok's dead. I've gone from having 1,000 views on every video to 1, 2, 3. So Sunday Sesh Pod on TikTok, the Sunday Sesh Pod on Instagram. Give it some love. Get the algorithm started again for me. We're not a Rory-friendly podcast, right? It's been said from the start. He was in my first book of feuds, Rory McIlroy. He's done it again. He's had a chance to be a normal fucking human, and he's proven himself to be the whiniest bitch of a golfer that God ever put breath into. Oh, you can get suspended. YouTube's a funny one, Hamish. Like, it's funny because I say way worse stuff live in here than I do on any of my clips that I put out, but they get offended really easy. Really easy. And TikTok's weird like that too. I'll say some horrendous things and it'll get through fine, and then I'll say something a little bit benign, next minute 3-day suspension. So I don't know. Very sensitive to Chinese. Yeah, he did take a swipe at Bryce, and that's what I'm getting to. So my first ever book of feuds was Rory McIlroy for being a whiny fucking bitch. For an absolute champion sports person, that bloke will not just go quietly. Every opportunity he gets to take the high road and just be a normal human, he turns into a whiny bitch. Can't fucking help himself, and he's done it again. So for those who don't know, Bryson DeChambeau. Now, Rory, see, when everyone went to live, a lot of people were pissed off about it. A lot of people said, I don't know about that, but they did it quietly. They did it respectfully. Not Rory. Rory's fronted every camera telling them all that they're all traitors, telling them they've, besmirched the great name of golf. He's publicly offended. He carried on like a fucking Pop-Tart. He bagged Greg Norman. He's the bloke, he's the Mitchell Moses of... it's good you're here. Rory McIlroy is the Mitchell Moses of fucking golf. Always whinging at the ref. Always whinging at the ref. So anyway, him and Bryson have got beef. Bryson DeChambeau, look, he was playing well. There's a whole lot about Bryson coming into this because he hasn't made the cut in his last 6 majors or something like that. He hasn't made a cut in a major this year anyway. They're all into him. They're all saying he's become a YouTube wanker and, Live Golf has ruined him and all sorts of stuff. And Bryson's come out this week and he's played all right. So he was 3 under after the first round. Second round, he would have been 5 under. Except they penalised him 2 shots for moving some grass. And I don't know if you've watched any of the TV, but there's a lot of fucking grass where they're playing golf. 6 months for the Moses remark. Fuck Mitchell Moses. We're not a Moses-friendly podcast either. So Bryson hits his ball into 6-foot long grass. He's got to go looking for it. While he's looking for it, he moves some of it. Somehow, some way, they've penalised him 2 shots for improving his lie. They've said that because he walked, you have to walk to your ball, because he walked to his ball and stood on the long grass that he has to hit out of, that was improving his position. They give him a 2-shot penalty. Now, in a fucking golf tournament at that level, 2 shots is huge. 2 shots is fucking massive. And they've snipped him 2 shots. And he carried on a little bit about it and he threatened not to play the next day and he put some funny memes out on Instagram. If you haven't seen the one of him floating above the grass saying walking into the weekend like, do yourself a favour, look at it. And anyway, it's all said and done. And everyone's come out and said, Bryson, he's not a cheat. No professional golf cheats on purpose. He wouldn't have done it intentionally. Most people said they thought the 2-shot penalty was a bit harsh. Some people said they agreed with the 2-shot penalty. But even the people who were agreeing with it were doing it respectfully and humbly and just going, rules are rules. Not Rory! Not fucking Rory! They stick a microphone in front of Rory and all he's got to do is what everyone else has done and goes and said, no, it is what it is and feel for Bryson, but that's golf. Not fucking Rory. Rory gets on the microphone and says, no, I can't believe he did that. It was so performative what he's doing. He's carrying on like a child. His behaviour's childish. I would never do that. How dare he do that on a golf course? You are a sanctimonious piece of shit, Rory McIlroy. You are a whiny fucking bitch. The Shambo would punch your head off your fucking shoulders. Say it to his face. If, and here's the thing, I said before Rory even opened his mouth, imagine if this had happened to Rory. And you know what? It never would. It never would, because Rory's the Cameron Smith of fucking... I said he's a Mitchell Moses. He's actually the Cameron Smith of golf. He's the ref whisperer as well. He gets away with fucking everything, Rory McIlroy does. Everything. So one, it had never happened to him. But if it did happen to him, the uproar, the outcry, the actual tears... That bloke nearly cried when he missed 2 putts in round 1. Oh, God, round 1 was good. God, round 1 was good. I sat up, I missed sleep to watch him miss about 4 3-foot putts. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful thing. If I'm going to be up at 2:30 in the morning with nothing better to do, it better be watching Rory McIlroy miss 3-foot putts. It was gold. It was gold. But no, he couldn't keep his fucking mouth shut, could he? So now he's come out, and you know what he's done? Except for the real diehard Rory people, who they're probably the same people going to watch the Odyssey. He's turned them all on to fucking Bryson now. Everyone's going, Jesus, Bryson might have carried on, but Rory looks like a fucking idiot. Every chance he gets to be a humble superstar, he's a whiny little bitch, Rory. So this is the stuff, Hamish, if you're wondering, or Jim, what gets you banned, this is the sort of stuff that gets you banned. Calling Rory McIlroy a whiny little bitch is the stuff that'll get you banned. What a tackle. All right, knock on. Yeah. Come on, Finns. And then there wasn't Paul Lucas Herbert breaks the course record, sets the lowest score in a major, or ties it. Lasted 4 minutes before someone else did it. He couldn't even keep the fucking glory for longer than 5 minutes. Unbelievable. And then Sam Burns comes out last night and hits 8 under to lead. Who'd you back, Hamish? You backed Aberg. Well, he's not going. Where's he coming? He's not in the hunt, is he? "22 minutes in, the Dolphins still haven't scored. Maybe their problems are deeper than just last week." They haven't had the ball. Can't score points if you haven't had the ball. I've barely seen the Dolphins with the ball. I was talking to someone on the golf course today, Hamish. Golf's not a thing I'd bet on, eh? It's so... gamble responsibly anyway, but footy, you got a 2-horse race, you got 2 teams to choose from. Even in golf, form's not really anything, because you can be in the best form of your life and all Rory's got to do is whinge to an umpire and you lose fucking 2 shots. So hard to pick. So hard to pick who's going to win a golf tournament. You've obviously had some success doing it. That was the dumbest play by Osako. What was he doing? Why would Osako pass that ball? Why would he pass that ball? What an idiot. Why does he pass that? All right, so I thought Minwoo was going to go better. Hamish, I thought Minwoo was going to go better. Come second in the Scottish Open the week before. Cam Smith, shocking. Adam Scott's still there and thereabouts, so he's not going to win, but he just keeps on keeping on. More important than the British Open, though, Sunday Slices round 3. What time is it? 4:35. I think all the scores will be done. I'll tell you who won't be up the leaderboard, your president or your captain. Had a shocker today, 29 points. But I can tell you, gentlemen, played my first round of golf in probably 7 or 8 months today where I could use my shoulder. Controversial take, but peptides are the go. This might get me banned too. Get water down to the Sunday Slices, because the minute I found out that I didn't need my shoulder surgery and the doctors were going to just juice me up, I did my own juicing. I've had a week on the peps, daily injections. I can lift my arm above my head. I can lift my arm above my head. First time in almost 8 months I've been able to lift my arm above my head. Look at me. Look at me. I'm a new Cam. I'm a new man. Did it help me on the golf course today? No, not at all. But a few things if you're going to go get on the peptides. Read the fucking instructions. Well, actually, there were no instructions. Look shit up. One of the things you look up, when to take them. I started taking them in the afternoon. I haven't slept for 3 days. I started jabbing them in the afternoon. And then about 2 days in, when was it? Wednesday, Thursday. I reckon Wednesday night, 12:30 a.m, bang, wide awake. When did the golf start, actually? No, it was Thursday night. Thursday night, 12:30 a.m, wide awake. Sat up, watched the golf for 5 hours, fell back asleep at 5:30 in the morning. You know how hard it is when you fall asleep at 5:30 in the morning and you're 5:30 in the morning and your alarm's set for 6 a.m. to get up for work? Not very good. Not very good. So started pumping the peptides into me on Monday. By Wednesday, I could almost tuck my shirt in. And then Thursday, I had the prescribed treatment, which was my first cortisone shot. So this week I've had 6 days of peptides in my shoulder and 2 cortisone shots. Hello, Chris Brown. How are you? Chris is here. Chris had 37 points today for the Slices. Well done. Well done, Chris. Played some fucking brilliant golf. So anyway, I hadn't swung a golf club all week because when you're having the cortisone injections, you're not supposed to do anything for a few days after them. Big fucking needles too. I had one through the back and one through the front, both under ultrasound, both on separate days. Pain-free. Pain-free. And I didn't know what to do with myself on the golf course today because the pain in my shoulder is what tells me when I've done my backswing to where I need it to go, because I just wait till it feels like there's a knife in my shoulder and then I know to fucking start my downswing. Well, I didn't have that today, did I? So my swing was fucking everywhere. Everywhere except where it needed to be. Dolphins are in. Where's Jimbo to tell me the Dolphins are in? We've got to watch this again. Unbelievable. Unbelievable scenes. So, we had a bit of controversy during the week in the Slices. I talked, I think my book of feuds was last week, people making bets who didn't know how to bet. The double or nothing debacle. Anyway, double or nothing happened today. Smashed him. Gotta love pain-free, Muzz. Do love pain-free, buddy. Muzz is in. You got to tell everyone who you go for, Muzz. And you can't do pick the score because it's already started. So anyway, Pineapple Bet was on. I've done a great thing in life. Everyone was betting me at golf, so I thought, fuck it, start a golf club. I've started the greatest golf club in rugby league history, and I've forgotten how to play golf. So everyone else going great in the slices. Prez, not so good. Prez, not so good. I'm struggling. I can't put a score together. I've forgotten how to play golf. Everyone else. So what I've done for everyone is I've improved their golf because everyone who's in the club just about, I've looked at their last 2 months of scores. They're all absolutely garbage golfers. The minute our competition started, everyone got better at golf except me. So I've had 29 points today, but you know what 29 points was enough to do? Take a fucking pineapple off Grangey again. That's what 29 points was enough to do. Take another fucking pineapple off Grangey. I didn't bother with the double or nothing stuff. He couldn't work it out. We weren't going to, I'm fucking playing for $100. Crumbled off the first tee. He did. He was gone. I had him after 9 holes. Then I crumbled. He still didn't have enough to come back. So another pineapple. So fuck the slices. I'm not worried about them anymore. I'm just going to do pineapple bets for a living. Pineapple bets for a living. Muzz, you want some of this? Ask for some THC oil from the doc for your golf. I've tried it all. I've tried it all. I'm sure you mean CBD oil too. But I don't need it because the peptides are on. Gibbs might sell it. You'd have to ask him, Larry, if he ever jumps in here again. I'll find out. He's just moved house, Gibbs, so he was a bit, his last few months have been a bit hectic, selling a house, buying a house, moving house. So he didn't make much jerky. It's fucking good, though, the jerky he made. We're not talking about Manly yet. That was the last game. We do it in chronological order. Chronological. We're talking about golf. Hamish is on fire today. Yeah, it's good to have him, isn't it? Muzz, I can warn you, mate. Take the warning. Don't pineapple bet me. I ruined everyone. I've ruined everyone. Grangey's a very fucking good golfer. He was off 6 today. Played like he was off 36. I just ruined people. And I wasn't even trying to melt him. You know how I think I melted him? Didn't talk about the bet. Just encouraged him when he was having a bad time. I said, come on, big dog, we need you back in the game. Let's go. Slices all the way. I fucking killed him with kindness. And then on the last hole, unbeknownst to me, because I wasn't tracking his score, I just knew he was going rubbish. I had started going rubbish. He actually had a putt to tie me from about 3 foot. Missed it. Missed the 3 footer to tie me. Has to give me a pineapple. So the worst thing you can do for your golf, Gibbs has never recovered, Muzz. This is a bit. Gibbs challenged me once. I got a trophy made just for the occasion, the Wilson Gibbs Invitational. We've run 4 Wilson Gibbs events. He's retired and hasn't played a good game of golf since. I've murdered Gibbs' golf game. It's destroyed. So you're better off, Muzz, not pineapple bet me. Just take me on in the slices. You can have your glory there. Anyone who plays me for money forgets how to play golf. It's a crazy, crazy thing. Grangey will go out next week and have 53 points. He won't if he's betting me. He won't if he's betting me. There have been some good scores in the slices this week. And it's a little bit, not just all the same heads. So third week in, first 2 weeks we had a lot of similar heads in the top 11, but there's a few different ones this week, I can tell you. Can tell you, Muzz, you're not one of them. This is a prototype, Muzz. I've got the good oils coming. This is one I don't really like. This one, the logo's too big. So the logo, it's going to be embroidered. It's going to be 40 centimetres. So these are about 60 mil. It's going to be smaller. The logo is going to be about the size of the ball marker, Muzz. And it's going to be a better material. This is a traditional polo shirt. Getting the shirts from the same people who make the FJ shirts, apparently. Or I'm getting robbed from someone in China. One of two things are happening. But we will be in full slice of regalia soon. So, golf recap. I've forgotten how to play. Golf club's going well. Peptides are the go. That's about all I've got to say. I can lift my arm above my head. And, Muzz, I'm actually glad you're here. Can you tell someone here that I used to make a tackle occasionally? I've been told many times it looked like I've never made a tackle in my fucking life. I have made at least one tackle in my life. At least one. What's going on in the chat here? Quick recap on the last half hour. Hamish on fire. Fraud ball. Yeah, we're going to talk about fraud ball in a second. I don't think it's even fraud ball in an hour. We're just dead. Sarko can't play Origin. He was 17 when he came to Australia. Sarko moved to the Storm. Good or bad for his career? I don't know if the Storm style of footy suits him, Quisso. I don't sit at my office desk. I take offence to that. I'm on the road all day, Chris Brown. I'm an active. I don't have an office job. Look at these hands. I can't, mate. I don't need rehab. I just need more injections. Ask the Cronulla Sharks. I'm the Cronulla Sharks of the golf course. Yeah, thank you, Muzz. Muzz has got me back. Left side, strong side. I was a shutdown centre. No one scored tries down the left-hand side against us. Sesh Gal. I am the Cronulla Sharks of Wyong Golf Course. I don't know. Is it meant to be a taboo subject? I don't know. I know they're not regulated. I know they haven't been deemed safe for human consumption, so you're even allowed to talk about it. I feel like every second person I talk to is on them for something. I can tell you something else, actually, while we're on the subject. It's another thing they didn't put in the instruction manual. This might be stepping out of line. Hope she's not listening. Mrs. Sesh has been in all sorts of trouble because not only have I been pain-free, a lot of extra lead in a pencil, boys. A lot of extra lead in a pencil. Mrs. Sesh has been in trouble all week. Can't sleep and rock solid. So, get on them. Get on it. Bit awkward when you're walking around the golf course, someone says, "Is that a driver in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?" Brisbane back to farm now. Form. Who else did Melbourne pick up recently? They got a Sarko. Who else is going there? Oh, that was too easy. Your Dolphins are in trouble. Darren, your Dolphins are in trouble. Oh, yeah, it's Bronson Cherry. So, do we reckon they seem to be loading up on backs? I know Xavier Coates went down. So, is Sarko, who's he a direct replacement for? Xavier Coates? No, I didn't. Listen, Quisso, I didn't say I had bad form. I didn't say the shoulder was affecting anything, although there's only so much you can do one-armed. There's a lot you can do one-armed, but there's only so much you can do with one arm. But you can always improve your performance, can't you? And if I'm not going to sleep, I might as well be doing something else. Warbrick back to Union. Warbrick to the Warriors. He's gone for the season now, isn't he? Didn't he do his Achilles? I would have, if I was a Sarko, I don't think, well, here's the thing. How much are they paying him? So it wasn't like they must be paying him a lot, because the way he's been going at the Dolphins, he's turned into a fucking bona fide superstar, hasn't he? So he's not going to Melbourne for profile. I don't think he's going to Melbourne. Yeah, a lot of players that are sort of middle of the range go to Melbourne to improve their footy. I don't think he needs to go there to improve his footy. I don't know. I don't know whether a Sarko to Melbourne's good for him. I think it lowers his profile. Why wouldn't you just stay on the Goldie or wherever these? Why wouldn't you just stay in Redcliffe and be a fucking superstar? Why wouldn't you do that? And he's not going to be coached by Craig Bellamy. Bellamy will be gone at the end of this year, I reckon. He'll be coached by Billy Slater. "51 seconds. His wife is from Melbourne. Will the Kangaroos make the World Cup final this season? Not without Huddy Young. If they pick Mitchell Moses in the fucking halves, we won't. I know that. Who's going to beat... God, you talk some shit, Jim. Who's going to beat the Kangaroos? Will they make the World Cup final? Who's going to beat them? Not Luai. I know Luai's not going to beat them. Oh! Oh, bullshit. Challenge it. Challenge it. Yeah, I don't think he was square. Your Kangaroos, Daz? Hey, Daz, what's the score? Can Darren Carlsberg please tell me the score? Jim Jones hasn't updated us for a while. What's the score, Daz? What's the score, Daz? Fuck, that was too easy, wasn't it? Did Muzz say who he supports? Who do you support, Muzz? Message retracted. But it will be another win. Ivan Cleary coming over to help the Kiwis this year. No, Ivan Cleary's got to coach New South Wales. Ivan Cleary's got to coach New South Wales. Good game. Good game of footy. All right. Should we do this in reverse order? Cash, give me some. Sliverich. Bulldogs, yeah. Muzz's Bulldogs supporter. Fucking great. They are the biggest frauds, aren't they? They are the biggest frauds. All right, Fosball's on. Hang on. Let's shut up and listen to Fosball. All right. Let's do it in reverse order then, lads. Let's do it in reverse order. Fosball. So, Manly used to have this problem under Seabold for a long time where we'd play good against really good teams. This is a problem actually the Dolphins have had for a while. If we were playing a good team, we'd aim up. Or if we were playing against a team who we thought was good, we'd aim up. I don't even like saying we, I sound like Darren. But the last month, so we've lost to the Dogs in a game we should have won easy. We lost to Para in a game we should have won easy. We flogged the Storm and absolutely buried the Storm. We lost to the Cowboys last week in not a game that we should have won easy, and the Cowboys are a good team, Darren, before you fucking say anything. Daz, will you shut the fuck up for 5 seconds? Very hard, very, very hard to give the Cowboys a rap, and I actually like the Cowboys. Very hard to like the Cowboys when you carry on. You make it very hard for me. You dud. And then today, the worst thing that could have happened to us was we scored 10 points in the first 2 minutes. Worst thing that could happen. Because in each of the games that we've lost, in the first half, we should have gone to half-time. The Dogs game, I felt like we should have been ahead by 30 at half-time. We probably should have been ahead by 30 at half-time of the Para game. And we started off today like we were going to be ahead by 30 at half-time. And they just fucking switch off. They just switch off. Today at golf, I was going that easy. I was cruising. I was playing that well through the first 8 holes that I did what Manly do. And I just started not caring as much. I didn't line me putts up properly. I got way too fucking free and easy. And you know what happened? I fucking forgot how to play golf. Manly gauge their opposition. They'll make a line break in the first couple of minutes or score a try in the first couple of minutes and they go, oh, fuck, we got this. We're on for 36 points. And they keep fucking it up. And, yeah, you're right, Jim. But they do win ugly against good teams. Well, they did. Oh, no, you can't really call Melbourne good, but the perception. They were disciplined. They were fucking hard. They flogged them in defence. And so bad habits for Manly. Now I agree. Unfortunately, I agree with Daz. I agree with Hamish. I agree with anyone else who wants to come after me. They're cooked. Probably they don't make the 8. And it was only, was it 2 weeks ago on here? We did our who'll make the 8, who won't we? Every single one of us in here said Manly are certainties for the 8. I don't think they make it. Because the errors, the thing that they're struggling with, I don't think you can turn around in a week. And Steve Leary, and on top of it, so on top of ill discipline, trying to play touch footy, not earning it, that's what they're doing, right? They're not earning it. They're not earning the right to spread the ball. They're not earning the right to all their offloads, and they're just hoping passes will stick. And then on top of it, to Steve Leary's point in the chat, you got Jamal Fogarty. Jamal Fogarty is a fucking problem. He is a problem. He now that it's all on his shoulders, and it's very interesting because I didn't notice Luke Brooks that much throughout the year. Everyone said how good he was going. I never noticed him. But it's almost as if the minute he was gone and everything became on Fogarty, he shit the bed. He shit the bed. Hey, Daz, if you fucking haven't noticed, we're talking about Manly. Still going on about his Cowboys. It's half time, mate. Manly could have had the rails running, they blew it. They had a bye up their sleeve, but to do is the two sides above them, two of them teams playing now. Yeah, they're blown it, mate. But the halfback's a problem. And I hope, well, no, actually he's not injured because I saw him make a line break with 12 seconds to go. Why isn't Ruben Garrett kicking? Why isn't Ruben Garrett kicking? Fogarty's goal kicking cost us last week, actually cost us the game. This week, didn't cost us a game. We lost by too much, but we would have been up by 8, I think, if he'd kicked his goals early. 8 more than we already were up. That puts a completely different psychology on the Titans, doesn't it? If we're going up in 6s, and I heard the stupidest comment I've ever heard, and I hope it was just a commentator making a stupid comment and not what actually got said, because I came in at the last minute, but the comment from the commentator was, nah, Jamal Fogarty said, I'm a goal kicker, I'm going to kick my way out of this. You can't kick your way out of it. You don't just keep going, oh, I know I'm kicking like shit and I'm probably costing us games, I'm just going to keep going until I get one right. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. You need to win the fucking game. We need to win the game. So I don't know what you can. 100% the Fosball aura is gone. But the Fosball aura was discipline. It was an aura of discipline. It was an aura of everyone do your job, be disciplined and earn it. They've lost that straight away. They're going back. Jesus, the boys are having an argument in the chat. No love lost. And I don't know how they turned around. Riddle me this, though, people in the crowd. I don't know did you just watch the game? In the last minute, Joey Walsh put a grubber across. I'm pretty sure he wasn't grubbering for Hamoli Olakwatu. Pretty sure he was grubbering for Jason Saab. Is there a more unlikely looking character over a rolling ball on the ground than Hamoli Olakwatu? Is there a bloke who looks less is there anyone else in rugby league who you would be less confident than Hamoli Olakwatu picking up a grubber? He's too big, he's too tall. You can't grubber for Hamoli Olakwatu. Boys are having bets. Gamble responsibly. And the Titans, listen, the Titans are doing exactly what I said the Titans would do. They should have beat the Storm last week, and they played bloody well today. They played really well. So for those, we've got a few on there today, so those who haven't heard me rabbiting all year, my pre-season prediction was for the Titans to do what Parra did last year, which was play like us for the first half of the season, then come home like steam trains. New culture, new coach. Very Parramatta-esque. They're doing exactly that. And they'll punish a lot of teams coming into semis. I think they've cost Manly today. I don't think Manly can make the top 8 now. I think we're going to struggle. And the Titans' culture's starting to get there. It was pretty funny just before we jumped on here, if anyone had Fox on. Josh Hannay in the sheds, he's filthy with them for letting so many points in. Don't forget that you've just won. He was filthy. He was filthy. How many times can you boys say it's on? It's on, it's on, it's on, it's on. It's either on or it's on. Is it on? Is the pineapple on? We're all witnesses too. I'll just say this. You're going to make bets in me chat. If someone doesn't pay, you're barred. all witnesses. Given last week's Book of Feuds was people making bets they don't know how to fucking make or not turning up for them, we can't have that on here. We're going to have a staunch no duds policy. It's on. All right, Quist, you're in charge of that. You're witnessing. Want me to hold the cash? Now, to a more sombre subject. If you boys can concentrate for 4 seconds. Should Turbo retire? Turbo's done his hammy again. Innocuous one too. Innocuous one. Yeah, I don't even know what the bet is. What's the bet, Hamish? Can we get clarity on what the bet is? My Cowboys will make the top 4. Dolphins will run away with it. Oh, I think they're betting on the rest of this game. Is it betting on the rest of this game? I think the boys have bet on the end of this game. So we'll know. We'll know if someone's paid or not. Correct. Yep. Righto. So there's a pineapple on. What, it's just outright. So Dolphins win. Leary wins. Righto. Terms are set. Gamble responsibly. Listen, I don't know. Leary, playing in the centres doesn't change his body telling him that he shouldn't be playing footy. It's a very, very sad thing. I reckon, I'll be very careful how I word this because I am in no way suggesting for 1 second that I was ever going to make it in footy, but my body wouldn't have let me. I get hurt getting out of bed. I crashed my fucking golf cart. I crashed my buggy again today. I flipped my buggy again today at golf. I get hurt looking at something the wrong way. I had one of them bodies where it didn't matter what I did, how fit I was, I'd just get fucking hurt. And when I came back, so I retired at 22. When I came back at 28, all the injuries that I'd never had up to 22 I had. So 22, my shoulders and my groins were gone. Ankles, shoulders, groins were my kryptonite. Real bad ankle injuries, and had a couple of groin surgeries. Shoulders just rubbish from whacking people, Muzz? Whacking people. And then when I tried to make a comeback in 2028, I did all the other, not 2028, when I was 28, I did all the other injuries. I tore a hamstring for the first time. I tore the bottom of my foot. Like shit that just isn't meant to happen to people, that never happens. I tore the bottom of my foot, the fascia on the bottom of my foot. I split it in half, running too fast. So I sort of get Turbo's body. It's just saying, man, you're not fucking cut out for it. But genetically, like biologically, something is fucked up there. And sticking him in the centres doesn't help him. He's got a physiological issue there. And he's been everywhere. He's been everywhere to get it fixed. He's been to the top hamstring specialist in the USA that works with all the NFL players. He's been doing some behind closed doors work with some people around here that are known for getting people back on the paddock. He's been doing absolutely everything, that bloke, and he just keeps breaking down. So as hard as it is, I don't think, you don't want to, I don't know. Every time the media starts talking about someone should retire, I don't want to say he should retire. I just think he might have to. Today is as good a time as you're going to get. Catches next time. See you, Hamish. He got to hear about Manly, so he's happy. Thanks for joining the show, Hamish. You have a good one, brother. Stay safe. Yeah, so I'm not saying Turbo should retire. I just think he might have to. I don't think the centres saves him. Centres is just an explosive position. When you're an explosive player, when you're a power based player, You're going to get hurt no matter what. Cameron Smith, Daly Cherry Evans. Who's another player that just never got hurt, never got soft tissue injuries? They've all got the same body type. They've all got the same makeup. They've probably got more slow twitch muscle fibres than fast twitch muscle fibres. And when you're predominantly slow twitch, you don't have those huge explosive efforts, so you don't have the huge explosive injuries. Yeah. Yeah, you're 100% right, Chris. It's not a theory, mate. That's 100% right. And the more explosive an athlete you are, unfortunately, the more explosive the injuries. You know, like racehorses, right? So they always talk about footy players, I leave the Ferrari in the garage. He's not a car. He's a racehorse. Racehorses are fucking on the edge at all times of complete disaster. They're either winning in Group 1 or they're getting put down, because when they hurt themselves, that's it. They're gone. They're done. And you can't change your physiology, right? You can't change your anatomy. Oh, careful where we go there. Everyone's free to do what they want. Everyone's free to change whatever they want, but you can't change from fast twitch to slow twitch. You can't tell your muscles to stop tearing. Just doesn't happen. Just doesn't happen. Even the peptides aren't going to save you. Maybe they will. Maybe they will. So, yeah, when they're like racehorses, mate, you just can't. Nothing he can do. That's his lot in life, unfortunately. And it sucks. See, Gerbo's never going to... The perfect opposite to the brothers, right? So Tommy got every fast twitch muscle fibre. Here it is. I've worked it out. Tommy got every I can't even speak today. Tommy got every fast twitch muscle fibre in the Travojevic family. Gerbo got none of them. Gerbo got every single slow twitch muscle fibre, and I think Benny's a mixture of both. But if you want a classic example of what I'm talking about, if you're having trouble picturing it, look at Tom, look at Gerbo, look at Jake. One completely fast twitch, one completely slow twitch. One tears his hammy walking down the street, the other couldn't tear his hammy if you paid him to. There's a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Case closed. Sarko's just done his shoulder. Who scored that, Daz? Who scored that? And I actually worried AJ Brimson made it cash closed. Case closed. You like that one, Quisso? Turbo and Gerbo. The perfect example. I get worried every time I watch AJ Brimson run because he's got the same problems. AJ Brimson made a big break in the Manly game and I thought, God, he's looking good running, but he's one of them players where you just wait for something to blow up. And he's built like a brick shithouse, but all fast twitch. All fast twitch. Muzzer was pretty, I don't know if Muzzer's still there, but I played a lot of footy with Muzz. Muzzer's fairly resilient. You didn't get a lot of injuries, did you, Muzz? I was down. I was a tampon, mate. I was in for 1, out for 4. And it only got worse when I come back. But Muzz wasn't, he wasn't the fastest winger on the planet, but he's probably the fucking toughest. Jesus, Muzz. Swimming's great if you can use your shoulders, Quiz. Which I'll be able to do in another week. If I'm this good after a week, imagine what I'll be able to do next week. Can I throw a hook again? I don't know if I can. Who else we got? Anyone else got anything to say on Manly and the Titans? Just walking in the pool is good. Fucking ease up. How old are you? 90? Just walking in the pool. How's your golf going, Leary? I got, see, there's injury prone because of your physiology, and then there's just injury prone because the universe fucking has it out for you. The worst concussion I ever had, Jim Jones, was in a cricket game. And actually, the worst injury I ever saw in sport was in a cricket game. I got knocked out absolutely cold. James Emery snapped his leg in 4 places in a game of cricket. Hard game, cricket. Both of us did the same thing. I got knocked out going for an outfield catch and someone else didn't see me. Got knocked out fucking cold, still took the catch. Emery was going for an outfield catch, didn't see the person in front of him, snapped his fucking shin in 4 places. Also one of the hardest men you'll ever meet, James Emery. Could give away a penalty though. More fucking penalties. I've never seen a bloke give away more penalties than fucking James Emery. He used to stand 3 metres in front of the ref, directly in front of the ref. And then he'd get done for offside, and Emery would turn around and go, What? Why'd they make so many extra tackles for fucking James Emery? He'll never listen to this. Hope he does. I might send it to him. The most penalised man in rugby league history. The ref would be right beside him wearing a bright orange fucking shirt, and Emery would just go, I'll just stand a fucking metre in front of him. He won't see me. Nothing to see here. Maybe if I stand directly in front of him, he won't see me. Fuck, we had to make some extra tackles. No wonder my shoulders are buggered. James Emery. Fuck. Left knee, Muzz. Left knee for Muzz. Knees aren't, there are people who do ACLs a lot, but the ACLs aren't so much to do with your knees, it's to do with the calves on Emery. I taught him, a funny thing about, I'm going to take credit for this. Potsy's in. Hello, Pots. I'm going to take credit for this. I probably got into the gym a little bit too early when I was at footy. My dad took me to Toddy. The boys in the chat who know, there's boys in the chat who know what I'm talking about here, so I don't have to over-explain. The rest of you will just have to fucking guess. But I started in the gym when I was like 11, which is too young. You shouldn't be lifting weights when you're 11. But anyway, I taught James Emery calf raises. And he fell in love and never a day went past. He's probably still doing calf raises now. James Emery. Shelvin Pingers. Why are we... Sober podcast, Chriso. Why are we shelving Pingers for a game of cricket? What's the fucking worst that could happen? I'm wearing glasses as it is. Everyone's a fucking cricket ball, baby. Unfucking believable. Anyway, I taught James Emery how to do calf raises. He hasn't stopped doing them since, but could give away a fucking penalty. God, it used to shit me to tears. He'd defend your fucking ass off. We'd have them pinned 20 metres out from their own line, and here's Emery just standing fucking halfway back. No one will see me. Nothing to see here. Going to do some calf raises. Unbelievable. Made up for 3 back surgeries, Muzz. Probably from carrying Potsy on the golf course, was it? How are we going in this bet, boys? Have you sent him your bank account details yet, Leary? Send him your bank account details. Game's over. I reckon it's going to be 44-14. 44-14 from here. I'm calling it. Oh, he didn't get it down. Oh, I don't know. That never touched the ground, did it? That never touched the ground. Yeah, I've put the mock on. NRL. 38-32. I didn't even think Fosball got that close. Wasn't paying attention. So, who here, I've said for the last 3 weeks now that the Tigers wouldn't win another game this year. And everyone wanted to fucking argue with me. Everyone wanted to argue with me, especially Steve Leary, when I said the Tigers wouldn't win another game this year. Muzzers Bulldogs 32, Tigers 0. Tell me when the Tigers are going to win another game, you peanuts. Someone tell me the next game the Tigers win, because I don't see one. They are gone. Luai has absolutely foobarred them. Couple of things. We spoke about it last week. So, one, Luai jumps off the bus that he was bagging everyone else for jumping off. Signs with PNG 18 months out. They haven't been the same since. Straight after that, though, the Tigers re-signed all the people they were worried about losing with Luai to PNG. They re-signed the May brothers. They re-signed Dream Buller. And they probably, I don't know, but they gave him a lot of money. I was going to say they probably overpaid. Gave them a lot of money. The minute they got their money, those fuckers, they've all switched off. So you got a combination of your leader, the guy who's revolutionised the Tigers, fucking pig's ass, Luai, because Penrith wouldn't have won the 4 premierships without Luai, so everyone fucking tells me. Give me a break. He fucks off. They pay overs to re-sign everyone else so they don't follow him. They all stop playing footy. That's what's happened. Then this week, the Tigers go, righto, Sesh is right. We don't need Luai for another 12 months, so we'll let him go. We'll tell him to go. What did they think was going to happen? Do you reckon he was going to aim up? I don't care how polished he is in the media, and I'll give him one thing, Jerome Luai, very fucking polished in the media. Very polished in the media. He plays those journos off a break. Plays the journos off an absolute break, Jerome Luai. But did they think doing that was going to make everyone aim up? They're giving up on the season, the Tigers. They're gone. They've given up. The only 2 chances they got to win a game coming into the end of the year is Para or St. George. If good Para turns up, Para wins. And that's the only caveat. I think the Dragons do them. The Dragons nearly did your wars, Jim Jones. The Dragons nearly did your wars in New Zealand. So I don't see them winning. I don't see them. Who have they got? Tigers have got the milk next week. They're not beating the milk, even though Huddy Young's gone. Round 22, the Tigers have got Para. It's at CommBank. Para win. It's at CommBank. Para win. Tigers aren't beating Para at CommBank. Round 23, do they play? They got a bye, do they? Round 23, they got the bye. Round 24, they got the Dragons at CommBank. I can't see it winning. Round 25, they got the Roosters. They're not going to win that. round 26. They got the Cowboys. They'll win in round 26. Potsy's 100% right. Good on you, Potsy. Tigers get a win in round 26, Dazza. That's funny, Potts. That's good for you. Is it the Sesh game of the week? I think it might be. No, it's not. 7:35 game. Unbelievable. That's very funny, Potsy. Well done. So then, if the Tigers don't win for the rest of the year, what are we saying about Benji then? If the Tigers don't win again for the rest of the year, they're exactly the same Tigers that they've always been. Or they have been for the last decade. I think they're in trouble. They don't even look, there's no chance. They don't look even close to winning. The Dogs, who would have thought? Let's talk about Mother's Dogs for a second. Who would have thought that putting a halfback in halfback and a 5'8" in 5'8" might work? Who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk fucking starting Sean O'Sullivan as halfback and having Galvin play 5'8" might actually work? And you know what'll happen? The minute their fearless leader Crichton's fucking back, they'll fuck the whole thing up again. The minute Crichton's back, they'll fuck the whole thing up again. No clue what they're doing still, the Dogs. None. And I don't think you can take the Tigers as form. They won, so they got the 2 points. I'll give them that. But I don't think you can take the Tigers as form. It was only the week before that the Dogs had 44 put on them by Canberra. Let's not forget. Cowboys and Bunnies drop out of the 8. The Raiders go up. Cows aren't going to drop out of the 8. Raiders, we're going to talk about the Raiders in a second, mate, but the Raiders are cooked with no Huddy Young. They're gone. They're gone. I put a pen through the milk a long time ago. $35 missed tackles for your Cowboys, Daz. They don't like using their rocky boulders up there, do they? Quick shout out. Hey, Leary, your roof's fixed. We have a ceiling in here. I still don't have power, but we have a ceiling. I meant to say that at the start. And Mr. Sunday Sesh has done a fucking brilliant effort painting it over the last 2 days without me. So I'll give her a shout out. Credit where credit's due. We have a ceiling. It's no longer falling on our heads. I can no longer see the roof tiles. It's fresh and it's painted for Leary's house. You got to be happy, mate. Daz, you be happy. Are you still there, Daz? I reckon he's disappeared. He's run away because he doesn't have a 50. You should be happy you're only losing 50, mate. I've bet in my house that the fucking Knights would make the 8. I bet the bloke in my house at the start of the year that the Knights wouldn't make the 8. That's a problem. Hammer time. See ya. Lost track of me rounds. What round are we in? Round 20. A roll. Was 20, Dragons 12. What do you got to say for yourself, Jim Jones? Because it wasn't pretty. They needed a big win, I reckon, against the Dragons just to ease any nerves over whether they have what it takes. Just got a very funny text message. I better respond to that. Jimmy's not there. Wires needed a big win over the Dragons to allay any fears that they could do some real damage at the end of the year. They didn't really do it, did they? They weren't convincing. Dragons aimed up, but the more worrying thing was some of the Dragons. Yeah, it was an ugly win. The Dragons' tries were very soft. The Dragons, the biggest worry for me was not so much the scoreline, it was how the Dragons scored their points. And that's a worry. Wade Egan hurt again. So, yeah, you just, over there in New Zealand against the Dragons, you'd think, and fucking Gutho scored a try. God, I hate Gutho. You reckon the Dragons will be dangerous next year? God, how slow did he look scoring that try, Gutho? Everything he does, he looks like a fucking 100-year-old man. Maybe he should get in the pool with you, Leary, and just walk. Maybe that's Gutho's lot in life from now on, just walking around the pool because swimming's too hard. I like the Wars. Go. 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 Oh, fuck, that was lucky. Mr. Morale King Gutho. No, mate, there's no morale watching a bloke on a fucking walker. He should be in a wheelchair. He's so old, so slow. Yeah, you missed Jackson Ford, Gutho, walking around the pool. That's how fast he moves on the field. It's like he's running in water. He's so slow on the field, it looks like he's running in water. That's what it is. I figured it out. Bloke thinks he's waiting he's in the hydrotherapy pool. You can imagine Gutho, right? Down the hydrotherapy pool with all the old ducks doing the Gutherino. You can imagine fucking Gutho getting into that, couldn't you? Oh, Clinton, you naughty boy, doing the Gutherino at the hydrotherapy pool. That's Gutho. That's all he's got left for him. That stupid fucking haircut. He can't be on the field next year. Has he got another year to go on his contract? Leary's just asking in the chat, where do they put him next year? In the fucking hydrotherapy pool. It can boost their morale from there. You lost a bit of starch. Jim Jones, the Warriors have lost a bit of starch since Jacko Ford got hurt, which is surprising because you still got James Fisher-Harris and you still got Mitch Barnett, but Mitch Barnett still doesn't look like he's running at full steam, does he? It's taken him a long time to come back to full fitness. He needs to get on the peptides. You know what? I don't want to throw any fucking accusations around, but given what I've experienced this week with my shoulder, it's very hard for me to hear in the news now someone coming back 6 weeks early from an injury, especially a bad injury, and me not go, they've just fucking loaded him up with they've got Stephen Dankin. There's a saying getting around now, that the trendy saying is, he's a mad healer. The bloke's a healer, mad healer. I know what'll make you a mad healer. Daily injections of BPC 157. That'll make you a fucking mad healer. In this day and age, with the explosive injuries we're talking about, people coming back fucking 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 3 months early. He dislocated his shoulder and he's back after a week. Blake Brayley broke his arm, put his arm back into place himself, was playing 2 weeks later. He's wearing a Cronulla jersey. Just saying. There's form. Yeah, Jonesy, you do. And that's a dangerous thing, though. Ask Fosball. Yous aren't putting the bad teams to the sword. And that can that can end up in 29 points on the golf course real quickly. And you only got to lose a couple of them ones. Like, you won. So what are we talking about? But you've only got to lose a couple of them ones accidentally and you fall out of the 4. Or you miss you guys get home ground during the semis. Fucking how hard are the Wales going to beat if they're home ground all their semis are in New Zealand? Tough to beat. Tough to beat. Dragons are going to re-sign Dean Young. Have they done it yet? Looks like they're going to re-sign him. They've run out of options. Oh, can I just say one other thing? I can say whatever I want. I've got the microphone. Why am I even asking? The Rugby League mole. I'm going to name him, so hopefully it gets to him. And I may be a victim of some clickbait here, but who cares? The Rugby League mole, Journo, been around for 100 years, actually said out loud on his Facebook page yesterday, and God, I hope there was more to the story because I didn't click into it, but a picture of Shane Flanagan with the caption, "This is the man who should be coaching New South Wales next year." I think he's fucking serious. Because a couple of lines underneath it said he has the experience, he has the know-how. He knows how to juice his boys up. That's all he knows. Can you imagine if Flano is the fucking announced as New South Wales coach next year? And 2 weeks later, Kyle Flanagan is named as a New South Wales 5'8". What the fuck are we going to do with Mitchell Moses? What are we going to do with Moses if Flano's the 5'8"? Oh, if they Flano New South Wales, they couldn't. They couldn't. What a shit take, though. Like, if he's trolling, congratulations, it worked, but I don't think he's trolling. He doesn't have much of a sense of humour, the mole. His history is not one of trolling people. It's having opinions that don't make a lot of fucking sense. But how could that even be a half-serious take? I think at one stage he is the same person who said, actually now it's all coming together. He actually said during the series that they should get Flanagan and Seabold in to assist Laurie. He said that. Moses can't play 7, Jim. He's a spastic. In case you haven't noticed, we've got the greatest 7 nearly ever to fucking strap on a boot. Nearly, in Nathan Cleary. You also get cancelled. You want to know what I get cancelled on shit? I say words like that, Jim. I shouldn't use the S word. I'm sorry to all spastics out there. Shouldn't say it. But yeah, so the mole, it makes sense now. It's all just come back to me. During the series, after game 1, he suggested that because Seabold and Flanagan were unemployed, they should be assisting Laurie Daly because that makes a lot of sense. 2 blokes who were sacked because they can't coach. Let's get them to coach the state. Great job. And then he actually said, so obviously they got the same managers or something for that shit to be said. Could you imagine Shane Flanagan as a fucking New South Wales coach? What a well, could it get any worse than what we had this year? Probably. Shane Flanagan. There'd be one. We'd have, the Gutho wouldn't be in the hydrotherapy pool doing the Gutherino. He'd be New South Wales fullback. How good's that going to be? Fuck. Slice's group chat's going off its head. What's the next game? Milk. Yeah, see. Tipped the Milk for once and they won. The Waratah's still a thing. They got Joey Sawali playing from Leary. Remember, he was their big signing. He was going to take them to the promised land. Another rugby league boy. Joseph Akul Sawali. The Wallabies are going to look red hot. They're going to have Sawali. They're going to have... I've forgotten his name now. Who's a brain dead idiot who played for Daz is very quiet. You're not getting your money. There's no chance. Who was the best of block who played for the Dragons and the Eels and left? See, once they leave rugby league, I can't even remember their fucking names. Who's a winger? Dumb as a house brick. Daz is very quiet. Can't believe I've blanked on his name. Daz over. Can't believe I've blanked on his name. What's the winger's name? Hurry up. No, it's not Mr. Money. That's doing my head in. Gaz. It's doing my head in. How could I forget his name? Yeah, Zachy. No, Zach Lomax. Zach Lomax. Fucking forgot. No, they'll have, Marky Mark's going. They'll have Zach Lomax and Suwali. So they're going to have three good wingers. The Wallabies, let's go. Milk versus Rabbits. Rabbits are the Rabbits, eh? They were never going to win that game. The Rabbits were never going to win that game. The only tip I made all week that I was confident in was the Milk winning that game. And I've been off the Milk for months. And I didn't tip them because I thought the Milk were good. How good's Quinton Pongia? I didn't tip them because I thought the Milk were good. I tipped them because the Rabbits are still frauds, mate. There's only so many events, and I say this with all due respect too, so no one fucking take this the wrong way. But if they're only going to win games when there's a special event put on for Dry Arrow, they've got a fucking problem, don't they? If they're the only games they're going to aim up in, where to? What are we doing next? They have to beat the Milk. They have to win that game. To show any sort of credibility whatsoever, they have to win that game yesterday. People are saying the Milk can make a run. I don't think the Milk can make a run. Am I wrong? And they definitely, now that Huddy's gone, like they're always going to win a couple of games, but surely they don't win 2 games and everyone's going, they're going to make a run to the finals now. I know Leary's doing that. Yeah, see, Leary Milk to the 8. Who? How? They don't have Huddy now. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm going to give Hudson Young fucking Steve Leary's phone number because Leary's what did it to him. Leary texts me. He's caught some of my disease. He's caught the biggest mock in rugby league history disease because he tells me that fucking Milk are going to go a run to the 8. Literally 30 seconds later, Hudson Young's Achilles tendon explodes. I'm not saying they can't fill the position. He is a great advocate for the Milk, but he broke fucking Hudson Young's leg. He put him in hospital. He literally fucking said it, and 30 seconds later, in real time. They're a team of absolute superstars. They should be doing so much better. The Rabbits, Jim. Yeah, no, you're 100% right. I've been on, you'll have to go back and watch old shows, mate. I've been on about the Rabbits all year. I don't think they're a team of superstars, but they're not a superstar team. They lose their cool too quickly. Cody Walker costs them, but they cost themselves by letting Cody Walker do Cody Walker things. I don't think Bennett's got the aura over them that he once had. I think the younger generation, there might finally be too much of a separation between his actual age and the generation coming through because they're so fucking inconsistent. They're so inconsistent that that's not a team of discipline, is it? So, I don't think the Rabbits, I've said they won't make the 8. I don't think they make the 8. And if they do, they don't do any damage whatsoever unless there's some fucking special event for Jai Arrow, which is yeah, I'm not saying that facetiously. I'm not. There should be as many special events for Jai Arrow as we can possibly fit in, but they've got to find some intrinsic motivation. The rabbits, instead of their only wins are when they're extrinsically motivated. You can't do it. It'll never last. And Manly's suffering the same affliction at the moment. They had the extrinsic motivation of Fosball coming in and the aura around that. That's all external. Where's the internal motivation to keep going? I don't know if Latrell comes back, and if he does, I'm willing to bet that he's hurt within a week again. Latrell's body's breaking down too. We talk about physiology and power athletes. The injuries that he's having are chronic ones. They're not ones that, they're not random. They're repeat offenders too. And again, he's a different type of fast twitch body fibre, but he's a power athlete. He's all fast twitch. So I don't know. And like Cody Walker's still only one. He's only 1 second away from another brain fade. No try. How you going over there, Daz? Where's the try? You're allowed it. Oh. They're giving it? You guys are in front of me, are you? No, I'm caught up. They're going to give this? Oh, they give it. They give it. The milk is showing some form, but everyone's going to win a couple of games eventually, except the Tigers. Everyone's going to win a couple of games eventually, and that's all the milk's having. I don't think they're in any fucking rich vein of form. What was the score again? I still let him way too many points. And I knew, Leary texts me when, and I missed most of the first half. I turned it on when it was 20 to 6 or something early, but you could tell by the way the game was going, South were right there. They just kept dropping the ball at the wrong time. And I said to Leary there was a comeback on, and then the next minute I look up, South were within 6. So the Milk they're still not defending well. They still can't consolidate a lead. They still can't close a game out when they win them, which they've won 2. Whoop-de-fucking-do. They've beat the Dogs, who are woeful, and they've beat South, who are the most inconsistent team in the comp. So how do you fucking say the Milk are going to make the 8? I'll have a pineapple with you, Leary, that the fucking Milk don't make the 8. I don't think they can do it. He's been very high on them, Quisso. Oh, we're doing it, are we? Fucking hell. Righto. Witness. I've got a pineapple on that says the Milk don't make the 8. Where's the ladder? They're in 12th. They got 1 bye left. No, they can't make the 8. Yeah, I'm on. Pineapple's on. If Leary's on, I'm on. They can't make the 8. Hurry up and agree, Leary, before I say what I'm going to say next. He's on. All right. Well, it's not actually a pineapple, it's a Jared. Seeing I keep taking pineapples off Jared Grange, it'll be a Jared. The Milk have got the Tigers, so that's a win. So they win next week against the Tigers. Then they've got the Panthers. Yeah, I'm with you, Daz. So they'll win the Tigers, they'll lose to the Panthers. I know what Leary's going to say next. He thinks the Panthers' bubbles burst. We'll talk about that in a second. Then they got the Knights, Leary. So the next 3 games for the Milk, who you've just put a pineapple on, is the Tigers win, but then they got the Panthers and the Knights. So you're going to back them against your Knights? You didn't fucking think of that, did you, superstar, while you're walking around your pool? You didn't put a lot of thought into that. Then they got the Sharks. Then they got the Broncos. Then they got the bye in round 26. And then they got the Cowboys. I think you're on drugs. Lay off the peptides, Leary. They're gone to your head. I'll take the pineapple. Done. All right, back to the rounds we're supposed to be talking about. Six and a half minutes to go. Dolphins 24, North Queensland 16. It's very tense in the. Chat here, people. For those listening, Leary and Daz are going to pineapple. No, you said I could have my house back. On this game, Leary's trying to convince me that the Milk will make the 8. Righto, Roosters 14, Storm 6. I didn't watch it. Full disclosure. I watched a little bit of the first half. Roosters nearly balls it up, didn't they? Like, you're playing the Storm with no Munster, no Hughes. You should be putting that away. You should be putting it away, and they didn't. They fucking scraped home. Very wet, though, wasn't it? It was flogging down. So Roosters just keep chipping away. Thought the Storm were going to make a run to the 8. Yeah, Roosters are duds. They should have won that game a lot easier. But I just want to push past that. I thought the Storm were going to make a run to the 8. That might make it a bit tough for them. They're more of a chance of making the 8 than the Milk are, though. 100% for sure. He's forgotten how to kick. Sammy Walker's forgotten how to kick. My Storm will struggle to win another game. Storm are going to struggle to win another game. Well, last week I was saying they were going to make a run to the 8, Potsy. But now you haven't got your half and your 5-8. Roosters are setting themselves up for going out in straight sets in the semis, I reckon. They're the worst team, the highest up of all of them. Like, they're coming third, but they're not a third-place team, are they? They give you no confidence whatsoever. I'll tell you who else gives you no confidence whatsoever. The Newcastle Knights. The Frauds 20, the Knights 18. Leary, what is going on in fucking Steel City, brother? He didn't go too hard on Fosball, Leary, because he knew the Knights talk was coming. How the fuck do you lose to the Frauds, even though I tipped the Frauds? Oh, goal kicking again. So the Sharks nearly lost a game that they 100% should have won at home against a team that's been struggling for the last month or so, the last 6 weeks probably, the Knights. Yeah, but you didn't kick the conversions and you didn't win. Your Roosters will fold in the semis, Daz. I'm with you there. Sharks. Oh, that was hard. What's the score now, Daz? Send him the money. Send him the money. I'll tell you what I wish, especially now that Coulter, who happens to live next door to me, is a Shark supporter and keeps texting me every 5 minutes about the Sharks. I wish teams would stop making the Sharks look like a good football team, because I'm still not convinced they're a good football team. I'm not convinced they're a good football team, but they keep winning. And teams like the Knights and the Dolphins, Manly, double or nothing. Double or nothing. How good did double or nothing go today? He wants the 50, it'll feel better. Apparently Braden Trindle's got the most try assists in the NRL. Nico's in 5th with try assists, but he's been out injured. Defended well early, the Sharks. Didn't see a lot of the game, but the fucking Knights can't kick a goal. Can't kick a goal, can't win games. Pineapple Central in the chat. So you got the Roosters and the Sharks in 3rd and 4th, and I've got no faith in either of them. The ladder's a funny thing. It's all these buys fucking everything up. The Knights, I think the Knights will be okay. I'm not going to give O'Leary too hard a time. I'm just going to call him O'Leary. The Knights will be okay. They need to fucking start trending in a different direction though, because they were playing ordinary and winning, and now they're playing ordinary and losing. Well, now they're playing well and losing. 4 tries to 3. 2 minutes, 25 seconds to go. Panthers 12, Broncos 14. What a game of footy that was. What a game of footy that was. Now, Leary's been into me for about a month about the Panthers bubble having burst and their aura being gone, and they're no longer streaks ahead of the opposition. He might be right a little bit, but not. It's not a blow-up. Spice Boy. Spice Boy. Chriso with the Spice Boys. Spice up your life, Daz. Oh, gone again. I've never seen so many pineapples. Quiso's found the pineapple emoji. How are we going to sort this? How you guys, I don't even know how you're going to get each other's details. How's that going to work? YouTube's not real good for that. You can't fucking message people. Double or nothing, Quiso, going on. So I don't think, listen, the Panthers are obviously showing some chinks. The Broncos are way more desperate, and if the Broncos were going to win with the side they had on the paddock, they were never going to win. Reece Walsh looked good. But if the Broncos, I mean, what are they doing? How are you going to... I'll send me phone number, but where are you going to send it? I don't think there's private messaging on YouTube. Did you think about this? I don't think you thought about it. Broncos desperate. Panthers not so desperate. Panthers timing their run. I don't have grave fears for them. I don't have grave fears for the Panthers. Leary does. He thinks their bubbles burst, but he's a dirty Panther hater, Leary. Hates the Panthers. And Broncos, listen, fucking left their run too late again, surely. Surely. "44 seconds to go. Unlucky, Daz. Panthers gone. I don't see it. I don't see the Panthers gone. I don't see the Broncos making a comeback. Any Broncos people saying, oh, look, here's where we start our run. There's fucking 6 weeks left. Oh, Manly have a much better for and against than the fucking Dolphins, than the Cowboys. My Manly have a much better for and against than you, Daz. Look out. I'd like to thank the Finns for keeping Fosball in it, keeping Fosball in the hunt. All right, next week, gentlemen, let's do it. Eels versus Panthers. Going to Panthers. Anyone going to go the Eels? Sharkies a dark horse. You're an idiot, Quiz. Sharkies aren't a dark horse. I reckon the Panthers are gone. Don't know. I'll just keep you right off the Panthers at your peril, I reckon. Everyone going the Panthers. Yep. What's the score, Daz? What's the score, Daz? Knights versus Chooks. Ooh. Knights versus Chookies. I'm going to go the Knights. It's at McDonald Jones Stadium. Not that that matters. Roosters are due for one of their stupid losses. Go the Knights. Go the Knights. I don't think I did too bad with my tips this week, actually, now that game's over. Where's Daz? You there, Daz? Put your phone number in, Leary. Put your phone number in, mate, so Daz can copy-paste it before we go. Fuck. Rabbit Storm. I don't know. I think, can the Storm get them? I'm going to go the Storm. I'm going to go the Grubs. There's Daz. I'm going to go the Grubs. Milk Tigers. Got to go the Milk. Tigers are paying $4. That's not short enough. Milk Tigers. Bulldogs, Wars. Ooh, at a call. Wars have to win that. If the Wars don't beat the Bulldogs, Wars can't do anything in the semis, I don't reckon. Wars against the Dogs, surely. Oh, Leary's gone the Dogs. Jim Jones won't like that. Oh, Quisso's gone the Dogs as well. Do we think the Dogs are coming good? I don't think the Dogs are coming good. Come on. Don't do it. No one's gone the Grubs with me. I'm the only one going the Storm. You're not going to convince me otherwise. Cowboys Broncos. Cowboys Broncos up in North Queensland. Are the Bronx going on a run? You reckon the Wars are ready to do Wars things, Quisso? You reckon the Wars are done? Fuck. Yeah, don't know. It's not a good strategy picking on teams because they have to win, is it? I've fallen victim to this a couple of times this year. I've gone, oh, they have to win this game. If they don't win this game, it's no good for their season, so they'll win. It's not a good fucking season. It's not a good tipping strategy I've got there. 5:30 game, Wars fast. No, I reckon Webster gets them up. Wars, I'm staying there. Broncos, Cowboys. Wish I'd watched the Penrith game closer. Bronx. Come on, Madge. Madge is going to make a comeback. Come on. Bronx over Daz's Cowboys. I didn't see your number in there, Daz, in there either, Leary. Put your number in again, mate. Dragons, Titans. Why do I feel like the Dragons might get that one? Nah, Titans. No phone number in there from Leary. Does it let you put phone numbers in? Space the numbers out or something. Fosball Sharks. And unbelievably, at the moment, Fosball's $1.80 favourites at Fos Pines against the Sharks. I think the Sharks. Fosball are in a world of fucking shit. I can't believe I'm saying it, but the frauds are going to do us. Yeah, I don't mind your Dragons tip. I'm going to tip the frauds. Oh, that's our game too. We get it. Frauds versus fucking Fosball on the Sunday Sesh. Leary, are you still there? You got to put your number back in the chat. We're about to jump off. What a disappointing day. 29 points, Fosball loses, and everyone piled into the chat just because Manly lost. It will be a good game. I will wear my Fosball hat. I'm allowed to tip against them. It doesn't mean I'm going to be going for the fucking frauds, yeah? Frauds versus frauds. Fraud bowl. No, I won't let you put your number in. Try doing it in separate message, put one number in at a time, mate. I reckon that's going to have to be your go, Leary. One number in at a time. Oh, there we go. This is beautiful technology we've got going on here. The people listening to this later aren't going to have a clue what's going on. What's actually going on is Steve Leary's typing his phone number one number at a time into the chat so that Daz can pay him his pineapple. That's what's actually happening. Now everyone needs to spam the fuck out of Leary. There you go. You got that, Daz? Write it down because we're going to get out of here. Been a good day for Steve Leary. He's won a pineapple. Great day for my Dolphins, our Dolphins, Leary. What do we bet? We've bet the milk won't make the 8. That's our 50. Gamble responsibly. Well done, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for jumping in. We had a few freshies in the chat this week. Be good to yourselves. Don't go and watch the Odyssey. Get on the peptides. Fosball forever. Look after yourselves. Stay safe, guys. Good show. Great show. Have a great week. Get us on the socials. And there's a bunch of people here. Can you like the fucking video that you're in? Please. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Make a comment. I don't care if it's having a crack at me or anything. Just make a comment. Let's get the algorithm started. Find the Sunday Sesh Pod on Instagram, TikTok. Find the Sunday Slices if you're into the golf stuff on Instagram and TikTok, Facebook and all the rest of it. Just wait. What are we waiting for? What am I waiting for, Darren? Oh, he's still got to write. Let me get the number. Hurry up, mate. 8 numbers. Up the Hopper, up the DBG. Yeah, good shout. Thanks to Hopper, drinkhopper.com.au/Sunday Sesh for 15% off. dbggloves.com for your tour level gloves at a fraction of the price. Thanks for the beanie, Hopper. Might have some big sponsorship announcements to make in coming weeks for the Sunday Slices. There's some big talks going on behind the scenes. Very exciting stuff. Hope you got the phone number, lads, Daz, because, mate, it shouldn't take that long to write 8 numbers down. If not, too bad, too sad. I'll catch you all next week. Have a good one, lads. Fire up. See you, bye.